Kai Havertz
Give him time. Give him time.
Before you put him on the most wanted watch list, that he should be sent to hell.
Yeah, they're trying to. Yeah, they're trying to.
All he did was his arms was above his head, and he was clapping to say, "Yo, bro, can you look over here, bro?"
Chris Smalling.
If you're struggling with Chris Smalling,
no, he's good.
Like Man United, we're missing Chris Smalling.
Chris Smalling's good, bro.
No. Marv, what I'm trying to say.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're listening. Welcome to another episode of Podcast Pundits. I'm Dre, man, avid Man United fan. I'll be your host for today. Sorry, I couldn't make it last week. Had plans that unfortunately got in the way. Life takes over, but I'm back now. Before I get into the pod today, just want to thank everyone for continuing to follow us on all the usual platforms. YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, that's it, SoundCloud X. So podcast.pundits, podcast pundits _. It's been a crazy weekend of football, but before we go into it, we just go around the room, go anti-clockwise today, starting to my right.
Marley Marl here, Man United fan. Not buzzing on of a draw, but happy nonetheless.
Happy and content. Moving to Marley Marl's right.
Yeah, it's your boy Joe Nomadic, number one Liverpool supporter. What's better than 0 points? 1 fucking point.
At least you're honest, bro. At least you're honest. Moving to Joey's right.
Yo, we saying, my guys. Yeah, man. It's your boy Strives. Some people call me Striver. Yeah, man. Just back in my rightful position, usual position at the top of the league, man. So yeah, it's getting boring, man.
It's like both of us, so we just keep it at your house. And
then to Strives' right.
Last but not least, El Estrada, the man of many club faces. Always here.
The return.
We're still doing that, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
You're not going just with one team. You're still man of many club faces, Della.
Yeah, I am who I am, man.
Fair play. We'll go straight into it anyway. We'll start with the Man City game. That was Man City 2, Palace 2. Olise striking added time from the spot at the Etihad means their winless run goes on. Before I go into this game, was I the only one that felt confident with Palace just by how they performed in the last game against Liverpool? Because obviously they got the red card, but I still think that they played a good game. So going to City, I wasn't confident, but I thought they'll give them a good show.
Yeah, with Palace, I'm more confident that they will turn up against the big teams than they do against like the teams that are around their level. I think they're the league disruptors. Whoever's chasing something, Crystal Palace managed to come along and just spoil the party, and they seem to be doing it again this season. That's what they're known for.
Yeah, I agree. But is it crazy that Man City can't hold on to these leads though? Obviously they went 2-0 up and they just couldn't seem to just close out the game. Is that going to be like a fault in their plan this season in terms of they're not killing these games, especially at home?
That's a good question, man. Well, I was always of the impression that we're going to see a different Manchester City because of the players that they let go. I can't remember if I got pushback from the podcast pundits, but I know wherever I shared that opinion, I seem to be alone in my thought process. But I think we're starting to see that. I know they've obviously lost some KDB as well, which is somewhat a factor as well. But I'm not too surprised, I'm not too surprised that we're not seeing a Man City that had the same kind of force that they had last year. I don't know if it's hangover of winning the treble, but I do attribute a lot of it to not having your likes of your Mahrez, your Gundogan, and this Guardiola guy that apparently is better than Saliba and Gabriel.
Boy, was I wrong.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, I think Gundogan's probably like the biggest miss, because if you think about the previous seasons, like Gundogan has always been the guy to come up with something,
step up to the plate
in pivotal moments. So he's a huge miss, and obviously Mahrez as well. He's someone that comes in the team and always chips in with something if he's not starting as well. So
it's crazy that he's not having fun at Barcelona right now as well.
Who, Gundogan? I don't. How's he getting on?
I heard he's wasted there.
Yeah, he remember he done it, not an outburst, but he went came out in public and said that the team's not matching the winning mentality he's used to.
Should have come to Arsenal, man.
Yeah, you know what? He would have been great at Arsenal.
Yeah, we had space for him.
It's a good thing he didn't, because you don't keep on just getting all these players and
Yeah,
just start afresh.
And not utilising them though, right?
Yeah,
It would have been.
he would have played.
He would have
played. I think what they're just trying to say is you don't
get your own identity.
Yeah, stop. Let's not become like Manchester City reserves.
Yeah, but speaking of Man City,
Yeah, go on. I was going to come to you next, Della.
the team, and I think a lot of people do say, "Oh, Man City, they're gonna do what they normally do each season and like just have this like go on a serious run."
Yeah.
But the team's very different to the previous teams. I know Straz has alluded to it. But you start with a front three. Apart from Haaland, there's inconsistency as like who plays on the right. Sometimes it's Foden, or sometimes it's Bernardo Silva, and who plays on the left, obviously between Doku and Grealish. Then you've got centre of the park. Centre of the park has not been consistent all season.
No.
So you've got Rodri's only constant thing. He's tried to do Nunes. Is it Nunes?
Matthias Nunes.
Yeah, Nunes. He tried Kovacic. So the only constant there is Rodri and Silva. But I said sometimes Silva can play on the right. Then defensively, that's probably a bit more consistent. But overall, their team is not what it used to be. So I think teams like Arsenal, Liverpool, anyone else trying to go for the title, they should be a lot more confident, especially the fact that Arsenal, obviously can't the Charity Shield, plus a one Premiership game, they've sort of done well against City. So then I don't think they are as invincible as they once used to be. They may go, and everyone's saying KDB comes back, but he's come out from ACL.
He was out for a while, so it sounds about right. Maybe
ACL. He still needs to have that bedding in time, and who knows? Let's see. I personally don't think they're going to go on a serious run, but
yeah, I think another thing as well. Just backing what you were saying, Liverpool have also had a big change in their midfield structurally as well. So Arsenal are the only team that have something good from last year, and they're actually
Arsenal have changed as well, though.
No, but they've built upon a solid foundation they had from last season. Like coming second with that team was a great achievement, and then they've reinforced with what everybody considers to be very good deals.
What? And people only rated the Rice. No one rates Havertz.
But now people are talking about Havertz, and people have always rated what's the Belgian left winger? Well, he plays on the left.
Trossard.
People have rated Trossard.
Yeah,
deal.
but that was January last year.
I know, but people rate those deals.
Okay, yeah.
And then, so man, it's like I think you're in a better place. You're in the best place of everybody, to be fair.
When you say people didn't rate Havertz, what do you mean?
The sign.
No, people laughed at him, man. Come on.
No, I think everyone said he will be the same Havertz as he was at Chelsea.
Yeah, but that's not
a squad player.
Okay, but then again, you didn't rate this because everyone said if you're getting rid of Xhaka,
You didn't think it was a needle
didn't move the needle.
Okay.
So the only person that moved the needle was Rice.
You think he moved the needle?
I'm talking because when Jerry talked about Arsenal
Good signings, yeah.
made good signings, I just questioned.
Okay.
I didn't have doubts about Havertz, but I questioned because people did have doubts about it.
Okay.
I see the point that Joey's making, but I do think that we've had a similar transition as Liverpool. Actually, I think that we're playing with a completely new middle.
Okay, yeah.
As well, in my
is a huge change playing.
You remember that Partey and Xhaka's not been there pretty much all season,
and then obviously the way Partey was playing last season, where he was sliding into that right back position, there is a big change. Considering now, so no point.
Do we have to give a bit of credit to Hodgson? Because if we cast our mind back when it was Vieira in charge, they were looking woeful. But I think Hodgson, I don't know. In my mind, I always think he does an okay job.
No, they've been bad, you know. When I say bad, it's
they've been very bad. Someone threw a bottle at Hodgson, bro.
Yeah, they haven't been good. Like to the point where they've been, discussions about maybe replacing him for a while. So he hasn't been pulling up any streets at all. It's like real old school Palace.
Yeah,
they don't really score goals. Boring to watch.
Did he come last season?
Yeah.
Second half of last season. But when he came in, they were scoring goals, right?
He was good.
When he came in, I was like, "Who is it? This is a new brother." But now it's back to reality. This is who.
I don't think he wants to be here though. I think he said. I
can't remember what interview it was. He said he can't wait for his retirement.
Yeah,
or something,
bro.
He's tired.
After the Liverpool game,
he's old, you know.
No, but it's not even
old.
that. I think it's just that the game's not the same, and it's like, bro, I've retired, and you don't keep on bringing me back. Pulling me back into the game.
He's really old though.
He's probably thinking, how much money can I leave to my grandkids anyway? Like, come on.
Someone tried to assassinate him when they threw a bottle at him.
Hang on, someone actually done that?
Was that
they threw a bottle at him?
I don't know. About
somebody threw a bottle at him.
That's horrific.
Hands up.
Yeah. But they have been bad though, man.
Can you imagine doing that? Like 70.
That's someone's granddad.
7,900 or something. What was he?
Bro, you're being quite rude to
You are still, man.
someone's dad,
Legend.
someone's grandfather. Like you're being pretty rude.
By calling him old.
Bro, you said he was 1,700 years old, bro.
Right, fair enough. That might have took it a little bit too far. But let me re-say it. He's old.
Yeah, he's old.
No,
He's
you
old.
can actually even see like when I was watching the interview that he did after the Liverpool game, and you know like the recommended videos come up afterwards. You can see like literally how he's aged.
Yeah.
So-
Football does that still.
Yeah, but
They
yeah.
do that still, bro.
But yeah, like, I think like obviously to the point you were making, Joey. Yeah, he seems to be tired with this direction football's going in. Like obviously, just the way refereeing is, I suppose, the way the game is being officiated. I think he's done with it, man. I don't know if it maybe translate into his passion when he's managing. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the players are picking up from it because where's Palace in the league now? Like they're 15th, 12th.
I think they were near Everton.
Yeah.
They're low. When I was checking out teams that have had a similar goal scored record as Man United, Palace was
Because they were
covering.
Yeah, so Palace sitting in 15th.
15.
I feel bad for Palace though, man, because the strikers that came just aren't doing it, bro. I don't know why going for Odson Edwards. He came looking like a decent player, bro, but it's just not worked out for him, man. And they ain't got no money to buy somebody else.
I actually think it's a style of football slightly.
I think he's a good player, bro.
Yeah, they were scoring under Vieira.
No, they weren't going under Vieira. They started scoring under Hudson.
Yeah, they
No, but
reinvigorated
initially,
themselves.
But initially they were getting goals.
Under Vieira.
No, Edward. When he first came, remember, he was banging goals.
Under Vieira.
Yeah. To the point where I was like, oh, right, they're interesting to watch.
He
again.
started off okay for that first couple of games.
Yeah, and then it
Who
went
signed
downhill quick.
Edward.
I think it was Vieira. I'm sure.
Yeah, because when he came, he was banging goals, bro, and he looked decent. And then Mateta was looking a bit.
And I remember back in the Arsenal fans were like, that's what
Mateta.
no, the Arsenal fans said they should have signed Eduardo.
Edward, yeah.
Because they were doing well, so but just things happen.
And also, what did we? Because obviously Palace got back into the game, but then they got that last minute penalty, which was we were agreeing a penalty, right?
Yeah, it was a penalty.
It was a wild challenge by Foden.
Yeah.
Was it Foden?
Yeah, it was Foden. Yeah, he took a swipe. He went to kick the ball and then he went through the player.
Yes, yeah. Because at first, when I saw it in real time, I thought was it Mateta? I thought Mateta pulled the player back, and I think Pep might have because Pep's comments after the game was a bit snide. Like it was like I think the commentator asked him, "Do you think it was a penny?" He was like, "Yeah, it's a penalty." But in a typical Pep passion, like as into point, there's something else that happened before that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a penny, man. It was a penny.
You don't see how Hodgson was laughing at him as well at the time.
Yeah.
He felt like he was vindicated from the week before. It was like, yeah, have some of that. This is how I felt.
But it's crazy how those points have like cost them like 8 points now.
What's that you mean?
What, from their
City's
run?
run of form.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a bit. I don't know. It doesn't seem like City. It seems like I don't know. Are they starting to realise that the Prem is?
No, but
it's
they
kind of levels
were
now.
like this last season, though.
Yeah.
But the only difference is, as I said, they had Gundogan.
Yeah.
They had the players that knew how to do it. Mahrez.
That's true.
Now it's time for Foden. Can you step up?
Yeah.
You know, Grealish. Okay, can you step up? Be more consistent.
And I think,
KDB. Okay, might be way too much pressure on him when he comes back. He can't do it all by himself.
He put that Klopp curse on himself when he said, "Yeah, we're going to win the league." Remember when Klopp said we're going to win the Champions
buy
League?
your tickets, baby.
Yeah.
He said, buy your ticket. But I think also Pep hasn't figured out how to play with these guys yet. So
That's
I think,
another thing as well.
that's what always happens every season. He has to get into the rhythm of it. So you'll be silly to count out Man City, I think, is the point. And technically, to me, even if they don't figure out, they're still up there as favourites.
Yeah.
Because was Doku even on the bench, or did I not
No,
see
he's
him?
Still injured.
Oh, he's still injured as well. So
There's bare injuries and ACLs that's happening.
Yeah.
It's mental, isn't it?
I think that's the thing we flagged, didn't we? Like the most amount of injuries this season compared to like
And it's not more games than last season
no.
or the season before. So what's the only thing that's changed from the last 3 years?
But you come on for knee injuries.
Brother's bones is getting soft. Brother's bones is soft now, isn't it, bro? That's the only thing that changed, bro.
Oh mate.
I thought he was going to say increased fixtures or something.
No. Obviously, the listeners can't hear see what he's doing, but he's doing the old needle.
No. I was going to talk about, bro. Crazy.
But I didn't even know. But apparently, City next they're going to Saudi Arabia
For the
play
Club
the
Cup or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
before they head back to then play Everton, which I think will be a good game now.
Is it home or away, Everton?
How long are they away? How long
I'm
City
not sure
away?
actually. I got to check.
2 weeks.
Okay.
Has anyone ever won World Club Cup and Obviously, apart from Man United and the Premier League, since recently.
No, I don't think Chelsea have done it.
And I don't think Liverpool did it either.
No.
So Man City, is there a curse on that?
They'll win that.
You think they'll win? No, I'm saying they'll win the Premier League.
Okay.
Because that's a heavy season. Very heavy season.
Yeah, no, it is actually.
And then obviously you've won the Champions League and the Premier League before. You're already drained from that.
Didn't Liverpool win it when they competed? So when Liverpool's in?
Oh yeah, we did, you know.
That's what I thought you...
We did still, you know.
Oh, you won the Champions League, then you won the league the following season.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they'll be all right. I didn't realise they got some El Etihad? Benzema's team's in that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's right.
Is that who they're playing?
Yeah, so they're
I don't know if they're playing, but I know Benzema's team lost their last game.
I don't.
So they start early, innit?
Mm.
They play more games, and then Man City comes at
the club.
like
No,
the
but
semi-final.
isn't it a Brazilian team they're playing?
Yeah, probably the
In
Brazilian
fact,
champions.
Fluminense?
I don't know who it is, but what's Benzema got to do with it?
Yeah, they're in it. I don't know. I guess they were in the earlier rounds.
So they'd be what region is that?
That would be.
But they're the Champions League winners,
Oh,
innit?
equivalent. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I can't lie. When I just read it, I was like, oh, okay. I didn't even clock because obviously it disrupts their Premier League fixtures as well.
I'm glad for it though, man, because other teams have got AFCON. Pep doesn't have African players. He's good. So this will be the one time it's balanced out, bro.
And then Palace have got to play Brighton at Selhurst Park. Next.
Yeah, they'll take some encouragement from obviously being 2-0 down.
I think so.
Coming back to 2-2. There was a real pressurised but calm, composed and quality penalty from, how do you pronounce his name? Is it Olise or Olise?
Olise. Yeah.
I always felt like wondering if it's the Nigerian pronunciation.
The Igbo one.
Yeah.
I think it's the same. Who's got the first goal for Palace?
Was it Mateta?
If it was, that means
I think it was Mateta, wasn't it? Because I think Schlupp crossed it, and then I think Mateta just
the way
tapped
the
in.
Palace fans was busting up when he was like running for the ball and stuff, bro. Like this guy is just he was about the jokes.
Okay.
Yeah, like so when he scored the penalty and he played good, bro, they were baffled. They were all baffled, man. So if this guy can discover some kind of form, that would be the funniest thing.
Jeez. Be like another Kai Havertz, boy.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Some guys owe him massive apologies. I think the retribution. Will you apologize?
What's that?
Will you apologize?
To who? So Mateta?
No,
I said nothing about Mateta.
Okay. So you're not above apologizing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll move on from that game. So we'll move on to Arsenal that played at the Emirates. So it was Arsenal 2, Brighton 0.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus and Havertz on target as the Gunners secured dominant victory. It was kind of one-sided, if I'm honest, Strives, and it was almost like, when is the goal gonna come?
Yeah, man. It was it was. I enjoyed watching it. Because obviously Brighton's our bogey team, so I went into that fixture pretty anxious, pretty apprehensive. I couldn't remember the last time we'd beaten Brighton at the Emirates. I was actually at the last minute, I was thinking I was going to try and go. And even though like the phone lines had gone down, but then I thought about it and I thought, do I actually want to be there? But quite to my pleasant surprise, we were just all over them. I don't know if there was a little bit of Europa League hangover on Brighton's behalf, but yeah, we just couldn't. They just couldn't get going, man. Like we seemed unplayable for them, bruv. The way we was knocking the ball around, it looked like we was really cooking, man. We're looking so solid as well. I think De Zerbi even came out and said like he's not the first manager to say it this season, but Arsenal's the best Premier League team he's played this season. Like seems to always be a common quote after teams play us. But yeah, he said he doesn't ever go into a game and expect to concede control the way that he did in that game, and that's a massive compliment. The only thing is obviously we was peppering their goal, whatnot, had a couple of chances, but we just didn't have that killer clinical finisher to put them away. That was probably the only thing that kind of had Arsenal fans a little bit nervous, because we saw it with Villa. We felt that we had the upper hand against Villa, and then we saw how that fixture ended. We ended up losing the game in it.
Yeah.
So obviously you going in at 0-0 thinking, damn, like please, I hope it's not going to be another one of those games. But no, man, it was obviously it's weird. It could have been a 1-1 game. It could have been one of those games. If, is his name Pascal? If Gross scores that chance, potentially I'm not as chippy as I am today. But yeah, man, he missed it. We went from 1-0, and then obviously Killer Kai, Super Kai, guy that I was telling you about a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, he's come out and he's continued his form.
No, can I just stop you? When you keep on saying what I've been telling you,
from a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, but who is that
wrong?
Okay. I just wanted to clarify who you, because I've never doubted Havertz.
So, I mean, I felt like if you listen to that episode, I felt like he was giving me a bit of pushback.
Shouldn't you be giving him praise?
I know, but he was giving a little bit of pushback in that episode when I'd woken up and I'd seen, hold on, this Kai Havertz guy.
I won't get into it.
You smelled that he doubted it.
I won't get into it.
There was a bit of doubt.
The reason I was questioning because it was like a 360 just like that.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, that's not making any sense.
Oh, okay.
And obviously we then found out why.
Come on, that's harsh. That wasn't why. I said we did. That wasn't why. All I did was pump a little bit. You see that when you're in your car and you're accelerating and you give it a little bit too much gas, but it's not even in gear. That's all that was. A little bit of too much gas. But when you're finding the biting point, what I was saying was
you were doing wheelies at the beginning, bro. Let's be honest.
Like, that's all I was guilty of. I just put a little bit too, but I revved it a little bit too much. But what I was saying, I believed it. Like the guys coming, like, brother, when we went to watch the game together, bro, like I was acknowledging that he was the runs that he was making. Like,
you don't have to prove anything to me. I've just seen all these things.
I'm just saying that at the time when I was letting the listeners know that he's coming of age, I didn't feel like I had the support of Del Estrada.
Don't you think
I was questioning you? That's what it was.
Don't you think it's a bit disingenuous to talk about what you discovered 2-3 weeks ago when some people have been saying it since the start of the season?
Who's the some people?
Della.
What was Della saying?
He's been saying that give Kai Havertz time before you put him on the most wanted watch list that he should be sent to hell.
Yeah, no, I mean,
give it time to cook before you put him on any list.
I will say I am not, I am man enough
but that's
to
what
say,
you should be leading with, bro. It's the point.
But I can lead with it. Del Estrada said, give time to Kai Havertz, but we didn't have time, bro. What do you want me to say to you? We didn't have the time, bro. And now he turned up late, but he's making up for the lost time,
and that's what you say, Della, you're right.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. That's
what you know what you do, yeah? What you do is talk about... Yeah.
Let me put it to Della anyway. Has Arteta worked out how to get the best from Havertz now? Is he kind of realised?
No.
Or is it still like a...
Personally, I've always said you need to give him time because players have had interviews where they said they worked on Arteta for like a year to even understand what he wanted them to do. So the expectations from Arsenal fans, Strives, was that they expected Havertz to walk in and fit in straight away when players who have been at the club for a year said it took us that long to adapt. And everyone could say he was adapting to a new position. But one of the things I've always said is that when Arsenal get their full team in place, so you got Zinchenko that will invert, and you got Jesus who will drop deep. When they do that, then Kai pushes on because he's still playing like a second striker, and that's what's happening now.
That's fair. And he scored 4 goals in his last 7 appearances for Arsenal in all competitions, and that's as many as he had in his previous 40 games.
It's 5 and 7.
Oh, 5 and 7 for 5 and 7. It's basically as much as he's ever had, kind of.
Was that his league return or just
4 in the league?
40 games at club level. I think it's combined. So he's normally had about 4, I think.
Does anyone know what his best scoring season is?
In England or?
Yeah, in England.
No, is that what you just said? What did you just say, Dre?
No, he said last 40 games.
Yeah, last 40 games, yeah.
Okay.
Probably about 8 or 9.
8, 9. And Xhaka got 9, so he's only 4 goals off Xhaka, so he's slotted in.
He's in a good place.
That's before we move on from Kai. There was a few things I was reading. So it said, in that game, he had 97% accuracy, 41 touches, 29 successful passes out of 30, completed 4 ball recoveries, 2 duels won, and he scored a goal. So that's similar to Xhaka's performance without the goal, essentially. But so yeah, sometimes you just got to let players cook.
No, I hear that. And Arsenal also unbeaten in their last 13 home matches across all competitions. It's the longest run they've had under Arteta.
Yeah, man, that's impressive. That's impressive, and yeah, man, it's just good to see. Like, it's just good to see, and obviously with the team coming together, like Dilla mentioned, obviously the cogs are now starting to turn in unison, and like they're not like clanging. You know what I mean? So like Dilla's with I think what Havertz is benefiting from is when Zinni's inverting. You've also got Martinelli, obviously dragging players out wide as well.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. And then obviously, as Della's mentioned, with Jesus dropping in, he's just that pocket's just even bigger for him to operate in. And this time now, what was pissing me off before about him is the ball was like an explosive. Like, he just wanted to get rid of it. Now you're seeing him like he's taking his time. He wants the ball. He's calling for it. He does. The thing is with him, you're never really going to get no creativity up clock to like, but he just wants to pop it. But at least now he's taking a bit more time. Like, he's picking his passes. You saw one or two little short ones in the Champions League game when we drew with who was it? Was it PSV? Yeah. There was a couple where it was like, oh, is he coming back? Like, but nah, you know, that happens to every player. But yeah, man, Havertz is like I said in a couple of weeks ago, bro. I really think he's technically gifted, bro. Like, he's one of the most technically gifted. Della spoke about the time that he needs to become the guy that I'm telling you he is.
I think you spoke highly of his traits.
Who's that?
Della spoke highly of.
What is your problem?
I'm just saying, like, give flowers when they're
Let me ask a question. Minus the fact, obviously, he was low on confidence and he was treating the ball like a grenade. He just literally not holding on to it. Did you not foresee this in terms of when all the players were in the team? Did you not foresee potentially what Arteta was trying to do? In what you just described just now, in terms of obviously how he's getting into spaces.
Damn, he's
no, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't, man. I mean, I saw that. I knew the plan, and and then you know what? Actually, in pre-season, I saw little snippets of it. Like, I saw, okay, like, but I was told pre-season don't count every time I tried to bring it up.
I told you, man.
Yeah. But what it was is I was kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I was traumatized by what I'd seen in the Premier League in yesteryears, because he's been in like good teams where he's had space, where he's had a bit of confidence, and I couldn't see him being the guy that I needed him to be for Arsenal. Like, so, like, I'm very much pleasantly surprised. I can't go and say that he's fully accomplished yet. I feel like obviously he's still building. You get what I mean? But yeah, man, he's cooking nicely, man. Like, he's simmering nicely. Like, Cap Havertz is. Just to
repurpose John Boy's question earlier on about Declan and Saka. Repurpose it. Who is Arsenal's most valuable player in terms of like who, if you remove him from the team, there's a drop off?
Remember last season you lot said Saka.
No, Saliba. But Saliba only
is that
because
what you said last season?
No, yeah, because that's he got injured.
Yeah, when Saliba dropped off, we did kind of But it's weird though, because if Gabriel's not in there, we haven't seen Saliba have to partner up with these others. So that's a very difficult question to answer. You know, I don't want to get splinters and be on a fence. I'm going to try and pick someone. If I had to pick someone. It's crazy, man, but I think I might still say Saka, you know?
Yeah, I'd probably go for Saka as well, funny enough.
Yeah, I think I'd go with Saka, because I know where Della's coming from with the Saliba, but bro, without Saka...
I didn't say Saliba, I just said... Talking about last season.
Okay, yeah, but I think without Saka, I think...
His contribution to your goals is a bit mad, bro.
It's like, crazy.
He's always there, somewhere. Like, he's dope, bro.
And even if he's not there offensively, like, some people don't fully like take in what he's given us defensively as well. Like, you got to remember, the guy started off as a left back, so he's got that in his like, he's got that discipline.
As a left wing.
Yeah.
Left winger.
I just remember the Tottenham goal, James Maddison,
yeah, like, come on, everyone has an off day. Yeah, not even really an off day.
He
like,
has the wherewithal to be there.
But Madison's a good player, bro.
Yeah, he's a good player.
You know, there's no shame in that. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying that if you like, when you watch, sometimes Arsenal fans will be like, Saka's not in the game because he hasn't given his customary goal and assist. But then if they're forgetting what he's giving you in the tracking back, and you know, I personally, for me, I think without Saka, we're probably still in that fifth 6th, 7th mix.
It's a difficult one because I think Rice he's been a different player to
This
Arsenal.
is your perspective on
Yeah.
from a Newcastle.
Yeah, I'm speaking football.
Just double checking.
I
Should have pulled him up already, but
You've been sharp. I haven't needed
Pull me up
to.
on what? I can't talk. No, I think Rice, just his ability to just break up play. Arsenal needs the ball, he gets it back.
Yeah.
So it's a difficult one, but yes, Saka. I think it's between Saka and Rice.
Yeah,
and also he's contributing to goals, like when you guys don't have any answers as well, which is useful.
You're talking about Rice, you mean?
Yeah,
Rice. I can't lie. Rice has been
Those are three match winners now, isn't it?
Yeah, Rice has been dope.
He's been different gravy.
But let me put it to Dylan Strives, just not from this game, but do you think that the success of Arsenal is because that Arteta has brought in players that are already Premier League proven?
Ooh, good question.
That is a good question.
Because if you look at the players, isn't it? Because if you even like ETH, he's brought in players from abroad. Liverpool, they're bringing in players from here, then everywhere.
Yeah,
Whereas Arteta seems to be going for, actually, I know what these guys can do.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a factor. I think I've got this theory that I think Arteta realised his strengths early doors and realised I can't deal with prima donnas, people that think they're bigger than the club, big egos, people that want the club run around them rather than to me. And rather than keep battling that and trying to fight this battle that he weren't going to win, he got rid of all of those and brought in younger guys where he can, breed his philosophy into them. And then brought in, once obviously he gained that respect of a decent footballing team, and then he started bringing in like your more maturer and your players that are Premier League proven and that have got experience. Yeah, exactly. Consummate professionals like your Jorginhos, Trossard, even though he hasn't like won a.
But I think he's a professional.
But those weren't
definitely
planned signings. They were like the backup signings.
But still, there's still like people that he's looked at to bring into the club, even if they have been backup. And then obviously Rice, he won that European trophy, and again he's a consummate professional, and he's been a captain. So I think Dre's point definitely has credence.
So I'm just to the there weren't planned signings. I've got a feeling about
no, as in there were backup signings.
Yeah, I don't think Mudryk was. I refuse to believe that this team that I'm seeing now was potentially going to buy somebody that Frank Lampard said has no IQ. Bro.
Yeah.
So I think you lot have Chelsea.
What you say?
The same thing that Man United used to do to you.
but one of the things that Arteta did say when he signed Havertz was that his profile of players that he wanted to sign, which is players that were young, but they also had experienced a lot. Hence why Havertz, Rice, Ben White, because Ben White had played a number of games for Leeds and Brighton, played a number of games in the Premiership.
He was starting centre-back and that got Leeds promoted, and then he went to Brighton.
Yeah.
Could even argue with Ramsdale as well, because he had to...
Ramsdale, that's why I found Ramsdale as well, because he said despite the fact that Ramsdale's been relegated, he's played X amount of games.
Well, I don't think
21.
Ramsdale was his signing.
No, I think it was.
I think it was a deuce.
I think Arteta's even come out and claimed that signing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think when
he thinks he got you wrong.
No, because he's basically said, "How can you like criticize me and saying that I don't value this guy when you also criticize me because I valued him so much? I brought him into the club. Do you get what I mean?" So
I think people forget that he's only 24 as well. Havertz, like that's a big factor that people probably disregard,
bro. And he's like another thing that used to pee me off. I used to be like, bro, you're so massive, especially when you're watching him live. And instead of like, bro, like, why do you look so flimsy? But now, like Della said, he's getting stuck in. So it's kind of a little bit reminiscent of
He's always
Xhaka.
done that, but people said he wasn't brought in to be doing this. He's brought in to score goals and assists. So he's only now added goals and assists, and it's great. Minus the fact that he's added goals and assists, I think the biggest thing for his game is, as you said earlier, he holds on to the ball.
Yes.
You know, and
for it.
That's it.
Yeah. My question, let me ask everyone actually, because one thing that like you guys ain't the only ones at this table that are trying to get at me for my recent ship jumping. Yeah. So in the Gooners group I'm in, they've been trying to get at me as well. And I'm not really comfortable with all this Xhaka slander because obviously I get that
slander.
Yeah, like because as in I was like basically people were saying, because I was obviously saying I don't know if Kai is gonna be what Xhaka was for us and stuff like that, or he's definitely not gonna be an upgrade on him.
Is he
Different
Xhaka's
profiles.
Yeah, he's not really Xhaka's replacement, though, is he?
No, he is technically
In that
terms
position,
of that
yes, but
a
not the
hole's being
profile.
filled. Yeah,
But not a profile, yeah.
But I think if Xhaka stayed with us one more year, I think we would be seeing this kind of performance from him still. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think he would. I don't think.
left.
Yeah, I don't think he would have dropped off. And I think he's been like quite key for Leverkusen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just think like why can't we just let Havertz shine and let's not compare him to like what Xhaka did.
Yeah,
Who's doing that?
he's looking directly.
Oh,
to
he's group. Oh, okay.
Not just the group though. You kind of touched on it a little bit when you was like, oh, well, I don't know. I think maybe he was going at me, but when you mentioned Havertz and Xhaka earlier on in this episode, like literally, I think you said,
no, because I said Xhaka scored 9 goals and Havertz scored 5.
Yeah. You said you said something like that. So that's what reminded me that. So I'm just like, yo, like, you know, fair enough, but let's not slight, you know, Xhaka, because you know,
wasn't slighting him.
Maybe it wasn't, but it just felt like that a little bit because we're seeing this rise in Havertz that all of a sudden we don't remember that Xhaka was dope last season, and it took a couple of years to get him to that point. But
you know the funniest thing as well,
he got to that point.
I think I'm probably one of the most. Jonathan can testify. When everyone hated Xhaka, I said Xhaka's a good player. Now all of a sudden, Xhaka's everyone loves him for one.
He's
season.
gone, man. These guys need to just move on. Like,
well, I don't know. I don't think I've ever hated him. To be fair,
No, Xhaka's always been good.
Who cares about Xhaka, man?
Everyone's called him a liability.
He can be a liability. He's like David Luiz. David Luiz is always dope, bro, but he's obviously a liability as well.
He's wild at times, bro.
Wild boy.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we got Liverpool at Anfield next week. On Saturday, and at least we ain't gonna have Xhaka. Xhaka rile up their bloody stupid fans, bro.
Yeah.
I wonder who's gonna do it this time because it's always someone. First time it was Arteta the first time, then it was freaking Xhaka. Who's gonna do it this time?
Havertz, who's got this mad power over Liverpool, bro.
Because you've been saying this, and you know
all
what?
of a sudden he gets physical, bro.
It's crazy because you know what? If he got a yellow card and this game just gone, he would have missed the game. I was like, shit, I can't believe I'm saying this. Yeah, like I've really turned the corner.
I was like, Fernandes gets some kind of yellow.
Yeah, I was like, Havertz, don't get a yellow, bro.
I probably worked out for the best, you know, by the way.
I think maybe.
For Bruno.
Yeah. No, for Man United. He's
Yeah. But before I move from this game, this was, I know it's just random, but again, Arteta got booked. Is he losing his cool or what's going on?
Were you privy for me and Marley Miles back and forth?
I'll take this one.
Yeah, that's not because he was pissing me off, man. I was thinking, if you could block someone in the group, I'm like, bro, man, let Marley Miles have this one.
Probably he deserved to be booked, didn't he? I mean, he was clapping at the ref, and obviously you're not allowed to show that kind of disrespect.
He's not the only manager that does that, is he?
He's not, but I mean, as I said, when the block is hot on your name, bro, like you got to keep it.
All eyes are on me, Tupac.
What was it last season when Klopp had like go to the ref and he pulled a muscle?
No, it was celebrating. No, it wasn't not going to the ref.
I swear it was.
No, it was celebrating. He was celebrating, bro. He was running and he got I swear he pulled his hamstring, wagging a finger at the ref.
I swear.
It was celebrating.
No, I think that, bruv, Arteta's racking up more yellow cards as a manager than he did as a player, bro.
Yeah,
This is ridiculous, bro.
What Marley said though, man, everyone's looking at you, bro.
No, but Joey, like literally, bruv, when White just got a card, for I don't know, tugging Mitoma's shirt. Then Mitoma, I'm not disputing it, but then Mitoma does the same thing to Saka.
Hang on. Mitoma was going forward with the ball, and Ben White pulled his shirt. It's a yellow card.
No. I'll answer your question.
But is it a yellow card?
You know me, I got a high threshold. I don't think that was, but only because, especially when we're playing Sunday League, I'll say to the referee, "We make a decision, so the ref, just be consistent." So Milner done 2 challenges on Saka.
No,
that's element of being consistent.
But remember what the yellow cards were for. Mitoma was on the attack. Saka was going back to goal,
but it wasn't.
So there's a big difference there.
I know what you're saying, but it was twice.
And it was cynical.
Milner done it twice.
The cynical one was the one from behind, right? When Saka was facing the other way.
And I know he done 2, but he didn't get a yellow card.
I think the one he was facing.
Then Ben
got a yellow card on the second.
He didn't get a yellow. He didn't. So Ben White's now. It's jostling. He didn't pull him too. No, bro. Come on, bro, man. Again, personally, I'm not giving it.
He was gone.
He wasn't.
Ben White is not catching Mitoma, bro.
Okay.
That's why I said
I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying,
yeah.
I'm trying to understand.
I hear what Della's saying.
Where Arteta's coming from, because that's twice now on Saka.
I get that.
Ben White's first challenge, he gets booked.
And it was quick to it as well, isn't it?
Very
The whistle.
quick.
very quick to
Mitoma
it,
does it. And I think he wasn't even going to book.
Bro, family.
It was only because
No, he was.
Yeah,
He
no, he wasn't.
He was not because that's
it was a fan reaction.
No.
When you jump the gun, bruv, you don't know what's going to happen.
He wasn't going to book.
Honestly, we waited, and I'm like, hold on, he's not going to book him. He's not going to book him.
Listen,
You have to let the crowd settle down first.
No, but if I give you the two situations where Milner's not been booked, Ben White, you booked him straight away.
Yeah.
Mitoma, why are you waiting for the crowd? Why are you booking straight away? So understand why the manager's now angry. So
it's getting animated.
and referees, just speed, just say calm down. Don't give me a yellow card.
No, but we know that this season especially, it's a 0 point.
Yeah, they're trying to
all he
stamp
did
it
was
out.
his arms was above his head, and he was clapping to say,
Yeah,
"Yo,
yeah.
bro, can you look over here, bro?"
That's one of the main things.
You may have missed something,
bruv. I'm a muck, bruv.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, come on.
bro. He's trying to assist him because his referees need assistance, bro. Clearly, bro.
To be honest, I think just on Arteta, I think he's a smart man. So I actually think he does all of this for fear. I don't think it's purely all emotional, because all these things he's doing, it looks like he's out of control emotional wreck. I think most of the time he's actually doing it to like egg up the crowd. Yeah. And it works, bruv. He's a smart dude, bruv.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
But he wasn't trying to sit in the stands for games, and that's where it's getting.
Yeah, that's
why
it's
a bit. Yeah, it's poor because it's affecting you.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, he doesn't understand that the referees have got something against him.
No, he should. No, it's not against him, bro.
Well,
He shouldn't be doing this.
we can see it. Some of us can see it, but you don't actually genuinely believe it's happening until you sit in your hearing and they're actually factually saying that, yeah, in comparison to the way your contemporaries are being treated, yeah, you've been treated quite harshly, or you seem, it's not really, you're not really getting fair treatment. So it's actually on paper.
He's a dickhead, though, isn't it? Like,
Who's a dickhead?
That's a dickhead.
Yeah, but he's not like that.
Don't talk about my gaffer like that, first and foremost.
You're acting like he's like the best, well-behaved person, isn't it? He's a
what manager? What manager is best behaved? What manager?
Yeah, but when
Ange wouldn't have got booked, bruv.
But guess what? I think.
But when they get yellow cards, we never caping from them, though.
No, there was one thing. I think
because that was a yellow card, bro.
What Marley Marr said? Do you think it was yellow? What? I mean, Arteta's yellow in this game.
It's a yellow card, bro. And we know this season we're not.
Yeah, they're stamping it out. Yeah.
Because he clapped his arms in the air above his head.
Managers do that. Pep does it on a regular. Klopp does it.
But Pep's not in as bad in the referee.
And you lot will never see me caping for Klopp getting a yellow card. But what I will say though, we know this season, this clapping thing, bro, that's one of the main things they said. No clapping. No sarcastic clapping, bro. That's a yellow card.
They're trying to stamp it out.
Fair enough.
Yeah, what can you do?
Arteta needs to send a couple of fruit baskets to the referee division.
It's too late. It's too late. The battle lies are drawn.
Yeah,
exactly. The battle lies are drawn. It's too
need to send a Christmas hamper.
If we don't win the Premier, it's because of the referees. Just saying.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. But so Arsenal head to Anfield next. I think it's next Saturday. So that'll be a good game. But also, Arsenal got Porto, Champions League. Happy with that?
Yeah. I'm all right with that. I think most Arsenal fans are happy with that, and those that have many club faces are happy with that. Yeah, man. I think out of the Porto, Lazio, and Copenhagen, I wanted one of them three.
Yeah, I didn't even mention Man City, Copenhagen, because I just thought, I think they'll dispose of them easy.
Yeah, man. And just before you move on, obviously you heard that the final's going to be at Wembley, and Mikel's got a flawless record at Wembley.
Did they decide that? Or?
No, it's been. I think it's been from last season.
I knew 100% record.
Yeah, at Wembley. So I'm not saying it means. I'm just giving you random.
You gotta get there.
I'm just giving you. I'm just giving you random statements. It doesn't mean they correlate. You know what I mean? Huh?
Who? What was it?
You know what they were.
Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on from this.
You tried to get me again.
Let's move on. And then obviously Palace, we've already said it before, Palace play Brighton. Moving on to the next game. Liverpool 0, Man United 0. Klopp's perfect Anfield record over as Resolute United deny them top spot with a draw.
Ooh, who wrote that headline? Yeah.
I was trying to pull out the stats. Liverpool dropped their first home points of the Premier League season, bro. So I just want to put it to you, Joey. were just Liverpool. They just weren't clinical enough. They didn't know how to. Like if it's a padlock and you got the key, you just didn't know how to pick. We
haven't had a lock for some time. We haven't had a lock picker for some time. We've been very lucky that that Salah and these guys are exceptional players in scoring goals. But when it comes to like a low block, we struggled against that, man. Most of the teams that have beaten us or like nicked points of us, they've come at us.
That's the first time Liverpool haven't scored a goal in how long now? In God knows, like a long ass time, innit?
Yeah,
a long ass time. Liverpool score goals, bro.
Yeah, but we also concede goals, bro.
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean, Carl?
I got a question. You said Salah and them, man, or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Who outside Salah scores goals?
Like
Nunez, bruv.
No.
Who outside Salah scores goals?
Put some respect on Darwin's name.
Hang on. Trent
He never do that quick.
No, just ask a question. No, the way you said them, man, I'm saying
Luis Diaz was banging goals when he was here. We've got loads of goal scorers in our team.
Yeah, they do.
What, this
Gakpo
season?
scored.
Bro, we're not talking about this season. I'm talking about in general.
They got
People that we
scorers.
can call upon to get goals. Jota, what's going on there, bro?
No, because you said these, man.
Why you said no Darwin Nunez, bruv? Put some respect on his
No,
name.
Nunez did not.
Bro,
Nunez has got more goals than your guy, bro.
No, okay, let's qualify. When I just said,
guy first.
yeah,
I think I want to say.
When you said
Not an Arsenal support. Not an
no,
No, it catch you, ain't it?
He tricked you again,
no, because when you said Salah and the others or whatever, so I was saying
Nunez has got
because you're attacking. As Stride mentioned it last week. Your attackers are not scoring that many goals.
No, which
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So when you said these guys, who were they?
So that's what I'm going to say. Obviously, I didn't get to talk about it, but Luis Diaz, for example, he's not getting the goals that we were expecting this season because he gets goals.
Oh, you lot are moving mad, bro.
No, Darwin Nunez gets goals.
Liverpool scored 36 goals this season. What are we talking about?
No, we're the top highest.
Who? I'm talking.
Okay. Specifically,
but I think obviously we know Nunez is capable of scoring goals, and he's got a couple goals this season, but it's not the return that we're expecting from him. Mm-hmm. So I'm talking about the guys who this season going into it, we expected goals from.
Yeah. No, because I think I read something said Jota your top goal scorer, and I think he's been out for some time.
Yeah, last 3 games.
So that means outside him,
he's only the top goal scorer with 4 goals.
Yeah, but outside him and Salah, no one else is scoring goals. That's the point I was getting to.
Yeah.
Who's scoring their goals then?
But this is
midfield. And
remember when I was making this point a couple of weeks back? I think Dylan just mentioned it. I was saying that Liverpool are scoring goals, but I was saying that it's not
from their forwards.
Yeah, right. So I'm saying that it's not.
But then remember, you said that about Salah. We were talking about Salah, and then we looked at Salah, and he's been scoring goals.
Did I say about Salah or did I say about Liverpool?
You said about Salah.
I'm certain I was talking about Liverpool.
I think Salah's not firing.
Yeah.
Oh, did I? Okay.
But regarding the game, like I think we were terrible, and we've been terrible in the last 3 games. That's why last week when we were talking about it, I said don't expect there to be goals in this game because everyone was talking about 6-0 and all that kind of stuff, man. There's no way that was going to happen because
I don't think you were terrible. Why do you think you're terrible?
I think of course we were terrible, bro, man. Because in the final pass was not connecting. Szoboszlai was stinking. Like bare times he had opportunities to link up with Salah and just play normal football they've been playing this season, but he couldn't. They couldn't get the final pass. Right.
Do you think you guys were going a bit 0 to 100 too quickly? Almost.
No, I don't think so, bro. We played how we tried to play how we usually play.
Yeah, but
and
if
then when
they
that
just
didn't
took
work,
time, bro, you could have just. I still think you could have just. Sometimes that split second just to think.
Yeah,
you can.
Yeah, but that's called poor performance, isn't it? Because, like I said, if Szoboszlai composed himself at the right moment,
but that's the thing. I get how Liverpool started in terms of that they were literally just.
I mean, like for the first 40 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying they should have come a point where it's like, lads, we got this. You just need to take your time, and it will come.
No, I think that happened at halftime, bro. I think that when they had the halftime team talk, bro, that's when Klopp would have said whatever needed to be said, if that word was necessary. But I think again we couldn't get anything right, and then once we didn't put away our chances early in the game, Man United grew with confidence, and their game plan was to come here, hold out for as long as possible, and then try and make the most of the counter attacks. In my opinion. And then that's what I think Brighton were trying to do with Arsenal, but you could see how Arsenal went in and just got their fangs into Brighton as soon as possible.
Yeah.
We weren't able to do the same. I was expecting our link-up play to break down at some point every time.
I think a lot of critique that's been applied to Liverpool at the minute in terms of their performance. I think it's people looking at it from the lens of Man United are really garbage, and they should have they should have got like washed. And I think in that game, like 10 obviously definitely came into the game probably how he should be going in some of these other big games in terms of like a mad cautious approach and playing on the counter attack, because Jose done it worked at times. Ollie done it worked more times. 10 just obviously for 18 months now he's been going into these games, and I think his approach has been mad naive, and that's why we've been getting clapped.
I
But
agree.
didn't he beat Liverpool at home?
Yeah.
When Rashford scored.
Yeah, last
And again, that was
the score?
counter attack, and I think it was 2-1.
Yeah, but that's one of how many kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I would imagine it works sometimes, but like more times than not, like if you're gonna like do numbers, it's probably like 80% of the time it hasn't worked. Like going into the game like naive.
And there's just some grounds and some particular
gotta
fixtures
respect
that you
You gotta
just have
be
to
low block.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to be like, okay, this fixture. Forget that it's Liverpool that we've beaten at Old
100%.
Trafford before. This is Liverpool at Anfield, different animal.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I agree. It's like chess, bruv. Like you like every chess game is different. Like you can approach the game and with the intention of winning, but have different strategy. Like, and I think Man United, it was obviously clearly a defensive strategy, but I don't think there was anything particularly wrong with it. Like,
No, but I think what Dilla was saying, you lot don't really come to Anfield to attack though.
we've done it before and got and held
counter-attack.
corn,
What?
bruv.
When?
Huh?
No, like when you came, the 7-0 wasn't you lot attacking.
No, I think in the past, Man United have been that counter-attack team, man.
No, but I'm saying you lot haven't come to attack.
The 7
You haven't come to Liverpool.
The
to
7-0
attack.
we definitely attacked in that game, bruv, and we held corn, bruv. That's what we were mad open, bruv. We were
Yeah.
mad,
Yeah, but I
open.
think it's just because ETH hadn't figured out his defensive structure, though. I don't think you lot came to Anfield to attack. You didn't.
This
do that.
is legit the first time I've seen that approach to a
I
game
agree.
from
I
Ten Hag
agree.
in his
You think so?
Yeah.
No, I don't know,
I think
man.
he tried against Arsenal.
Yeah.
counter attack.
Yeah, bro. That's how you lot got your goal against
I think so,
Arsenal,
yeah.
bro. It was
Which
a
one,
counter
the last game?
I
remember.
can't remember it being as deep as what I witnessed the other day.
No. Not
Because
like how we played Port Liverpool.
Yeah, this time I would.
Yeah, because the
you
clientele was completely different. That's why.
Mm.
At least last time they had Rashford, they had Bruno. So this one is no Bruno,
100%.
no Rashford's off
Yeah,
full.
yeah.
So
And
you
then
have to be a lot more. You have to be
you're right.
more defensive.
Three
Like,
defensive-minded centre mids, bro.
Yeah, 'cause they had no
I
option.
agree with a Bruno point. And when obviously when we knew he wasn't going to be playing, I did have a feeling that, and I said it to Mex and Matty, with Bruno in the team, because he's got no discipline in his positional sense, innit? Like, so what happens is he bombs forward. He's doing one man press like for 90 minutes. He's like exposing the midfield.
they call it ego pressing.
I've never heard of that, but that's perfect, bruv. Ego pressing, bruv. He does a lot of that. He might have Amrabat by his side, and obviously from that game yesterday, you can see that Amrabat, he can't run for shit.
Yo, can we speak on that guy?
Yeah.
Listen, I think we've got a receipt for that, so you know what I mean. He should be going back soon.
But I swear, before the season started,
I was desperate, man.
Yeah, we were calling for it. Even me.
Hands up, bro.
Yeah,
I said
I
I
was
wanted
calling
him
for
too,
him.
bro.
no, but Miles said Mason and Amrabat, if they come, United are going to win the league.
I said something. I said that was
Who else?
later as well. I can't remember who it was.
No,
But
that was it. You said
no.
The other player was Amrabat because you ran this
Who
defense
else?
before.
There wasn't.
He ran this
You said a striker. Mason,
it wasn't Hoylander.
No, it wasn't Hoyland.
Why are
but
you
said
saying his name, bro? Why are you saying his name?
and Amrabat.
Yeah,
Okay, my question: did you actually see him play before you made such a proposal?
World Cup,
I think World Cup is better than most
It's
people.
like an El Hadji Diouf type shit, innit? Like, obviously, like he's paying for his country, so it's a lot.
But does he look the same?
No.
Because he just looks so heavy right now.
I think it's the Premier League. It's way too. It's way.
I don't think it's even that, bro, because he looked light in his feet. Remember he covered the most ground in the whole tournament, bro. He did the most running. This is the opposite of what we're seeing right now, bro.
Yeah, but maybe
So maybe it's that English style.
Yeah, but
bro.
maybe he's just
Or
can't
maybe it's the heat, but maybe playing in the heat, but it affects his opponents, but and playing in England, but everyone's quicker, but because it's I don't know, it's
Premier
cool.
League is a different kettle of fish.
Yeah,
isn't it?
he legit looks like he's chasing shadows, bruv. Because I thought it was bad with Casemiro, but with Casemiro slides as well.
Yeah.
So he completely takes himself out of the game. But with Amrabat on his chasing shadows, bruv.
I think he might just be unfit, you know.
Nah, bro. Even when
I
you
hope
watch
so.
him, it's like
No,
when he
but-
gets the ball, he doesn't turn turn.
Remember, like I'm saying, remember the guy we saw in the World Cup.
I don't remember watching
he was balling.
I heard about him, but I didn't watch him.
I'm just talking about he was covering so much ground, bro.
But what I'm saying, does he
tracking Mbappe, making last minute tackles, last second tackles?
So what I'm saying now, because does he still seem to have the same profile in terms of how he looks? Because right now when I see him, he looks very heavy.
Yeah.
But so. Was he as big as this in the World Cup?
I can't remember how. To be fair, like I said, he was light on his feet. This is the stark opposite of what I thought United were getting, bro. Even what I saw in the Thingy Cup final against West Ham, Conference League Cup final. Conference. Conference League.
He
looked decent in that game.
Yeah,
he was good in that game, bro, man.
Yeah, it's a hard one anyway, but he's just not.
He looks a bit out of place. I think it's just like his reaction.
Or maybe it's too many games in quick succession. I don't know. Maybe he's not ready for it.
He was doing that from his first debut, man.
But I'll be honest, in that game, I don't think it was. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think it was Man United were okay or did anything. I think it was just Liverpool just tripping over their own laces.
I think we had two of the best chances in the game.
But But nobody expects you to score those goals. If I'm going to be honest.
But
in that moment?
No. When Højlund was through on goal, bro, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I did not bat an eyelid, bro.
But we didn't know though. Or could you say we knew? Because we
knew what?
As in. I hear what you. I can understand why you wouldn't have batted an eyelid, but I do.
Do you know why though?
I can understand.
Because it's Højlund versus Alisson.
Oh, is that why?
If it was his left foot, would you?
If it was Rashford, I would have expected Rashford to do something.
No, but if it was Højlund's left foot, would you have batted an eyelid?
I'll be honest, I don't care about Højlund's left foot. I didn't even know he was left-footed, bro. If I'm going to be completely honest,
it's because you haven't. I guess you haven't. But
from what I've seen from him, I don't think he's got the minerals to go up against Alisson. That's a tough thing to do. Rashford,
if it was left foot, I think I'd have been more confident.
Maybe Rashford on his right foot or even left foot, I think he can trouble Alisson as well. So I didn't bat an eyelid with that chance. And to this day, I still think Konate's swivel and turn in the box was a better chance. Like I'm more disappointed in Konate than I would be in Højlund.
But one thing I would say is that seeing United get those chances and the way we was playing, it reminded me of how we've beaten you before at Anfield.
Bro, that's how I expected you lot to play. That if I'm going to be completely, because even the 7-0 games, you lot were getting to our box and creating chances. Like I said, we've been shit for the last 3-4 games. The last game we were good in was against Lask and Man City. We were okay. But we've been shit for all of our games. So I knew you guys were going to come and play how you played. And I knew that we weren't going to have enough in terms of how we played to necessarily break that down. But I did think that you lot were going to fuck up somehow for us to get through to go. That's fair. So I'm not disappointed that we were shit. I'm just disappointed that we had nothing to exploit any of your mistakes.
I think
you lot weren't great.
I think I was more disappointed that we couldn't utilize these great opportunities that we actually had against you. Yeah. Because some of them on the counter that I
expect you lot to have those chances at Anfield if I'm going to be, because that's, like I said, even in the last 7-0 game, you lot had those chances. That's what I expect from a big game like that. Like, even like when Tottenham was shit and they used to go to Arsenal when Arsenal were dominating them, you'll still expect like one chance for there to be. Like, do you know what I mean? So you lot haven't done anything that was out of the blue or it's exceptional.
It's disappointing because obviously when you go into a game with that approach, like you know you're only going to get 1 or 2 chances.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So you have to be mad clinical and
and that's what you bought Højlund for. That's probably where, like, when I banter and I was
back you on that as well.
72M. I'm like, that was why you bought him for those moments there. But I'm not where Joey is, because I didn't know what he was going to do. I was like, oh, okay, this might be his coming out party.
I'm not sold on him
anymore. Yeah,
really. Even with. He's like apparently received the fewest passes out of any striker in the Premier League.
I'm not so. I read that stat as well. Yeah. The reason I'm not sold on him yet is
proper.
Like I know the kind of striker I like and appreciate, and I feel like he makes the wrong decisions, like out of possession.
Very immature as well.
Very immature. Like I put in a group. He's more interested in getting up for a scrap than he is than actually making movement.
Look at me, I'm strong.
Yeah, like I'm strong. I can wrestle this defender. All right, that's fine.
You said head sheet back head sheet.
But honestly, bro, and he's been getting bang up doing it as well, bro. Like try.
Yeah, man, that back to
your friend died. Bayern Munich.
Your first objective always should be, I'm gonna do what's required to score a goal.
I'm not gonna avoid these guys.
Yeah, bro. Like,
are you saying he shakes at Belmont?
Huh?
Oh, no.
Whoa.
No, the whole
Shake
time
bang
man.
goals.
He did, but you know his first function was let me bang this guy up.
I loved it.
Let me have a fight
delivered
first, and
goals,
then I'll
bro.
score goals after.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm not sold on him yet. I'm not obviously writing him off, but I'm not sold on him with his approach at the minute. I think what he's doing is I want to say it's easily coachable, but I feel like it can be changed because you look at Watkins for Aston Villa, like when he came, he wasn't doing the right things, but then when Emery came, it seems it's starting to click. So there's hope for him for sure, but at the minute, I'm not sold on you, my guy.
So, can I ask a question to United fans?
Go on.
So, and I think sometimes this is where United are stumbling because it's the profile of players that you're getting.
100%.
So, and I'm sure at some point when Højlund came, were you excited for him?
I didn't know anything about him.
Yeah.
But were you excited about the signing? No?
Potential about us potentially having a good player.
Do you know what? I'm scarred from Martial because we've done this. We've signed players based off hype and potential. I need to see it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm at that point. I need to see
I get
results.
That. So let's say, what signing would you have been more excited for? United got Højlund, or the Ball said we're gonna bid for Solanke.
Oh, Solanke, because he's been in the Prem.
But I'll be honest, would you have been
100%.
Like, yo?
I would have been content because he would have been cheaper as well.
It strives you buying this shit.
I'm not sure I am.
I'm
not sure.
More about Solanke than Højlund. I can easily go on YouTube and.
But the point I'm making is that sometimes.
What I would say is that I would respect that more because I would see strategy in that.
Yeah, okay.
Because he's a Prem player. He's young. He's obviously not going to.
But even though he wasn't banging goals at Bournemouth.
But Højlund is.
I know, but that's what I'm trying to say. I feel like United are.
Højlund had a decent goal return.
Because I understand what you're saying. Because like that is the Man United's approach. But the fact of the matter is, like, if we're doing it's apples and pears, really. You know what I mean? Like they're.
No, but Højlund had a decent goal return.
No, but that was in Italy.
No, but
They didn't actually, but it was in Italy.
What was it? 7 goals in 19 starts.
It's not a good return.
No, I'm saying it was a decent return for someone of his age, whereas Solanke is X years old.
I don't.
I think
from the time,
I don't particularly think it is because again, I'm using Martial as a reference, and at Monaco he wasn't clapping goals.
Yeah, that's cap though, man.
But the thing is, from the time, listen, you guys should do your research. From the time Højlund said the best defender he's come up against was Chris Smalling. From that time, United should have put out.
No, Chris Smalling has had a purple
That's what I'm saying.
Chris Smalling. If you're showing them with Chris Smalling,
like Man United were missing Chris Smalling.
Chris Smalling is good, bro.
No. Marv, what I'm trying to say, hear my point. If you think the best defender you've come against is Chris Smalling, how are you going to do in the Premiership?
What did you say? When he's 18 when he said it though, bro?
But it was last season.
He was 19 then, isn't it?
Okay, how old was?
He's not going to say Maldini, is he? Like, come on, bro.
Bro, come on.
Did he score in that game that when he said that though? Because if that was the best that he came up against and he delivered some goods,
I need to do my research to understand about. I don't know, but that's who he's come up against.
But that's unfair because he's young, innit? Like before that, it's going to be guys in Sweden or whatever.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is the barometer of saying, okay, if that's what you're struggling with, when you come to the Premiership, you're going to die, and this was happening now.
No, but some people come here and thrive, even though the best person they've dealt with.
I get that, but what I'm saying is they shouldn't be surprised with what's happening now because that's who he's saying I've come up against. So that's why I feel like I need to,
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if it was the other way round, and that's the best he's come against, and then he comes to the Premier League and he's lighting up the Premier League, nobody's going to say that. Nobody will bring up.
You're missing my point. I feel like there should have been doubts.
I don't think there should
have when he said that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so, man. I think it's 50-50.
I think it's a gamble either way, man.
It's not his fault that Chris Smalling is the best opposition he's come up against.
Then go for Solanke instead.
No, but going for Solanke doesn't mean that he's going to deliver though. I'm
not saying about personally. Solanke is a better fit.
I get your point. I know.
In terms of playing style.
Let me say.
But that's going with the assumption that Man United have any strategy.
No, but even if that, I think people have a better perception of Solanke's ceiling here, whereas there's more hope with Højlund because he's young, he's banging a couple decent goals. Forget about Chris Smalling, but I think it's more hope than Solanke's where we know what we're getting. And they don't think it was good enough, to be honest. Let's be honest. You don't think Solanke's good enough.
For 72 million, to your point, the profile doesn't match that price tag at all. Because how much would Solanke go for? What, 40 at most? 45?
Yeah.
50?
Ooh,
Tops.
you lot having Solanke for?
No, but that's the go.
No, I'm just asking.
Gibbs
like,
White. That's how much he went to.
No, but I'm saying if you lot got Solanke for 50, would you have been
I
happy?
think it'd have been less than that. But maybe 40.
No, I don't think you'd ever be happy. That's the Man United tax.
I've been expecting another better striker to come along.
Yeah, but that's what they're for Ireland.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. He's capping, bro. Like,
No, but what? The point is, I'm like happy is probably not the right word. I wouldn't be happy, but
no,
I'd be like,
bro,
all right,
you would
fair
want
enough.
another striker right now.
For 50 million.
If you were getting Solanke for 50, you would want another striker who's better.
But I think
you're saying at the time
or something.
at the time, you mean?
Yeah, at the time.
I think are we misunderstanding? I think he's not saying that. Oh, if you got him for 50, you'd want another striker after seeing like a run of bad form. I think he's saying if you bought a striker 50M at that same time as you're buying a 50M, you'd still be looking for your marquee striker.
100%.
Yeah, but most United fans probably wanted Højlund plus another striker.
I mean, and at present moment in time, I feel like we were actually looking for another main striker.
Yeah.
As well. So it's
At the same time, were you? Was that the rhetoric?
Now we are. Not back then.
But back then, I don't think you were.
Nah,
That's what Dylan's saying, though, isn't it?
I'm saying if United are buying Solanke, they are also looking for another striker, bro, because we know his ceiling, or we think we know his ceiling.
I agree, but I feel like when I say that strategy, it would be
Højlund is a marquee signing,
it would be more apparent that we are looking for a better striker if we was to invest in Solanke. So I'm not saying I would be happy with the signing. I wouldn't say happy, but
happier than Højlund.
They're exactly the same. I don't care. Like 72 million. I don't know.
Dre,
about
what
Højlund.
would you be, bro?
Apparently, Solanke, when they compared Solanke to Ivan Toney, Solanke's stats are of this XG stuff. You know, they put these stats into a computer. Solanke's coming up better than Ivan Toney, and obviously Ivan Toney is obviously coveted by a couple of clubs.
I think we just needed to buy a proven striker.
Penalties, that's why.
Yeah, I think we need to.
What's the chance conversion without penalties, though?
Is it low?
What, Ivan Toney?
He takes all the penalties and he scores.
But he's got 9 penalties in one season.
And how many goals did he get last season?
Wasn't it 19?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so he's got
Solanke
10 goals.
But Solanke didn't hit 10 goals.
Bournemouth are relegation fodder.
No, but I'm saying though, how can that's Fugazi, bro?
And
Because
is it for this season or?
It should be about your chance conversion.
Yeah. If I'm honest,
chances you're getting.
Man United should have just gone for Kane, spent 100 million.
But I think Levy was never said
No, but if you give him enough money, bruv, he's going, bruv. He's
how
going.
much is enough money?
In hindsight, that's the logical choice. But again, it's like,
Bro, it's not even logical, bruv. He's proven he scores goals.
Good, isn't it?
It's logical.
Oh,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a logical choice. But even that side now, because I said it, I was between obviously the Man United fans that I talked to, I was either Osimhen or Kane. Obviously, Højlund was in the equation. Like, and out of Osimhen and Kane, I would have said Osimhen just because of his age profile. Like, Man United, obviously, we're going for it again. Like, we got Ran, we've got Casemiro, we've got Eriksen, we've got these oldies, bruv. Like, so Kane is having and what would have happened? He would have come and had a good season because they always have one good season, like Casemiro, and in the second season,
Graveyard,
bruv.
Maybe not with
Kane.
No,
I'm not sure with Kane.
It's the club playing around them.
But the club will drag him down.
100%.
I don't think so with Kane, man.
So is when does Højlund start getting linked with Pepe? Because obviously Pepe was harshly abused.
No, never. Weghorst will be the one. Which
nobody. No, but nobody ever rated Weghorst before he went there. And there's 72 million large we're talking about here.
Yeah.
So like, how long is it before
I think
retribution is given to Arsenal or whatever?
I think if he does this again next season, that's when the murmurs start happening.
Yeah, definitely.
I think this season
you think he can finish on 5 goals in the Champions League? He can finish on that.
No, he was 4 goals in the Prem.
He was scoring in the Prem.
Why? But I haven't seen him score in the Prem. So why?
It's only 16 games. I think he'll.
No, I'm saying I haven't. So like, why do you not think he will score in the Prem? Because remember,
I've seen
they said that about Sancho, and Sancho never.
No, because he's a striker, and you just hope that.
Because we've seen the goals that he scored in the Champions League. That's merit enough to say he was scored because he scored bangers in the like legit. He scored
bangers. How many tap-ins has he scored?
I don't know.
I think 3 of them were tap-ins, bro.
He scored probably one.
I think 3 of them were tap-ins.
Champions League goals, bro.
Which one was that again?
The one that was like Van Nistelrooy, but he banged off from midfield from centre half, bro.
So you think he's capable of getting good quality goals?
He's capable.
Okay.
All right, let's leave Højlund anyway. But before we move on from that game, just a big shout out to Meno.
Thank you.
Sorry, before we moved on, that'd been wild.
No, Meno's a good player.
Good player.
Like, he's composed. Even though sometimes when he defensively he positions himself well, he reads the game, he doesn't panic. Yeah, he's a good player, man.
I think he's at the wrong team, man. His development is going to be hampered, bro. Now, honestly speaking, I think he's showing very good signs, man. But I do think he looks good enough to ride whatever storm is at Man United, and still improve. But he'll be a lot better if he was at another team that coaches players.
To that theory, I'd say he's been raised at Man United from, I don't know what, 15, 16.
Yeah, like, so
and he's looking good. Like most players come good and then end up trash.
No, but you know when they say like you are who you are because of your parents, or some people you are who you are despite how your parents were. I think he's the latter. Like he saw the dysfunction at Man United and said, "Look what these boys at Man City are doing. This is what I want to be like."
Yeah, and before we end up, what do you think of the double yellow? The Dallo?
Yeah, that's a ridiculous.
It's a bit wild, especially that he was what he was actually fighting for was correct.
Yeah,
right.
That is a.
Is that in a way where they should just kind of rescind it?
It's not it's yellow, isn't it? But
I know, but do you know what I mean? Like review
Who
it.
was the ref? Martin Oliver.
No, Michael Oliver. He
that stupid
he did it to
Newcastle
Martinelli.
fan.
Yeah, I was going to say he did the exact same thing to Martinelli.
Yeah, it was surprising.
He's doing a lot for referees though. Like he's taking the attention from the game and putting a lot on the referees.
There's no need.
He's doing it for the referees out there, bro. I might even become a referee one
Bro,
day,
that was silly though, bro.
It was silly.
You can become a star, bro.
Particularly being that Dallo was right.
Yeah, that's my point. If he wasn't right and he gave him 2 yellows, then it would have made
Even
more
if
sense.
he wasn't right, okay, the first yellow, again, I think someone mentioned it previously on the pod. It's like you're taking all the emotions out of it. You've made a decision which I don't agree with. Fine. What did he even do? Did he shout at the referee?
Yeah, he was shouting.
He shouted.
He punched it. He punched it.
Yeah, okay, cool. So then book him. Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Even
And then
I don't
it's
agree with it.
Hang on.
He didn't even get enough time for the yellow card to
There we
sit,
go.
which they usually do.
Let me play devil's advocate here. Obviously, Marley, you were just talking about Arteta and you said the obvious clapping is dissent and it's a yellow card. So why is it not the same case?
No, but he
Because-
gave it a yellow card.
No, but hang on. But he did it again after he got
No,
yellow
but
card.
they talked to me.
He done it once.
You know, I think he only done it once, to be honest.
Yeah,
No, bro, he punched it. He punched the air, got the yellow card, and then when he's walking away, and then even people were saying he's clearly not punching towards the ref. He's punching in that direction. Bro.
Exactly. So if it is some,
But you're still doing it. It's cool. It's still dissent. Remember, Arteta.
but it's frustrated, bro. It's frustrated.
Hang on, Arteta wasn't clapping at the ref.
frustration,
He
bro.
wasn't even facing him according to Strives.
I know you're doing devil's advocate.
And he clapped his hands and he got a yellow and he said it's a yellow card.
I know you're doing devil's advocate, which means you don't truly believe what you're saying.
No.
Yeah.
It means I'm getting you to look at the other side.
Which and the thing is, and the thing is, it's okay. You've booked me once for dissent.
Yeah, and then you've done the same thing exactly again, bro. When I'm looking at you.
No, but then say do that again, and I'll send you off.
But did I warn you in the first place when I gave you a yellow card? Why do I have to warn you to not do the same thing you just
No,
got a
but
yellow
he
card?
gave him a yellow card because he was fighting the decision, bro.
Strives, are you hearing this, bro?
No, he gave him the yellow card because he was fighting the decision. Then the second one, he's
If I give you a yellow card for swearing at me and then you walk around and you say, "Oh, fuck's sakes."
no,
Bro, that's another yellow.
I think you got it wrong, bro.
Yeah, I don't know the nature.
No, I'm saying I played the game. That's another yellow card, bro.
No, I don't know
So
the
if you
nature.
do the
He's
thing
done
like-
it.
You can, I think, technically that is.
We know that, and that's exactly what happened.
No one's disputing that because I read it. It's in the rules. It's in his power to do exactly what he did.
Yeah.
But as we mentioned last week, sometimes referees exercise a bit of common sense.
Yeah.
It's 2 minutes or 3 minutes left of the game. You've now
Personally-
booked me. Cool. Okay, you've now booked me. Okay, now when you go home, you realize you were wrong.
Not necessarily, but go on.
No, but he was wrong.
He was wrong.
It was
Man United
throw.
throwing.
So
No, but it doesn't. That's
No,
not why.
no.
But that's not why the rule is there, though.
Basically, he got his second yellow because he didn't smile after getting the first one. That's exactly what
He did
happened.
it. Yeah,
No,
because he didn't do
it's because
anything.
he punched the air, bro.
No.
He punched the air. He done an obvious display of dissent,
No.
bro.
One at a time.
Yeah.
He was angry at the yellow card, so he showed his frustration. He didn't show the frustration.
That's a yellow card, bro. It's
No,
dissent, bro.
because he didn't show it to the referee, bruv.
Yeah.
So what do you want me to do?
Did he slam the ball on the floor?
No.
So what did he do?
Okay, Della, Arteta wasn't clapping at the referee. He wasn't facing the referee.
I know,
but he said that's a yellow card.
Yeah,
So now you're saying that him walking away and punching the air, not facing the referee, even though it's in response to the referee, that's not a yellow card. That's
Joey,
not
you're
a
missing
yellow card.
you're missing the point. You're missing the point that's being made. I'm saying, cool. If you feel like I've done this, you've booked me. Yeah,
And then you do the dissent again in front of me.
I don't think that's what happened.
That's not what happened.
That didn't happen. So straight away, but use common sense. You have your powers to say, you know what, do this again, and you'll get sent off. Captain, come here. If he does it again, I'm going to send him back to back. And the reason I'm saying, because he done it to Martinelli, whereby Martinelli took Rules took a throw in. Martinelli tried to slow it down. He pushed the player.
Yeah.
Then Rules still threw it. Didn't stop the game. Then Martinelli tried to tackle. Tried to make a challenge. Cool. You can say professional foul.
Yeah.
He went that yellow, sending off.
Yeah.
So you're not. Give someone a yellow card, so now they know they're
Let it
warning.
breathe.
So now I'm like, I can't do anything.
Exactly.
Let it breathe.
I know that's what you would prefer,
That's what he should do.
No, but that's what you prefer. But really and truly, we know this season. We just said it when it was Arteta. We said this.
No, but this one's different, man. I feel like common sense.
Guys, I agree. No, let me finish. I didn't get to finish. So all I'm saying is that we know that we all agreed when I said they're stamping it out this season.
It's in your power to do so. We know that.
No, I hear that, and so that's what's being recommended, and he's done that, and he's done it, and it's happened to Tomiyasu. It's happened to Martinelli. Why shouldn't it not happen?
No,
to...
because I think in this
instance,
instance, so the first thing was obviously the throw on, yeah.
No, I know.
But I'm saying it's the throw on, and then he's been given the yellow. So he's been frustrated now that he's got a yellow for saying to the ref that that was our ball.
Tell me if the rule say anything about frustration, bro. That's not what the rule is.
No, but the thing is, bro,
why are you making excuses?
No, but if he punches the air, if he punches the air for feeling frustration or getting a yellow in the first place, then why are you sending him off? He's frustrated because obviously the decision is clearly not.
That sounds childish, bro.
He pretty much he gave him a red. He might as well.
Yeah, 100%. No, I don't think so. I think he's done the same thing twice.
So let me ask you a question. Did Darwin Núñez get booked in that game?
I said Darwin Núñez should have got sent off.
Okay, cool. So again,
I said it, bro. Based on the rules.
No, exactly. So sometimes referees, exercise comes in so you can understand the frustration of what you just done there.
No, but that's not what you lot are talking about. You lot are talking about why he made a mistake. I think he made a mistake in not giving Darwin Núñez a red card.
Okay, no, cool. You didn't do that. So now, understand, I am so frustrated because that challenge, whatever, it should have been our throw. You've now booked me. And guess what? Darwin Núñez was even worse.
Darwin Núñez got a yellow card for kicking the ball away, bro.
At the referee.
Yeah, true.
You're doing more than devil's advocate, by the way. Right now, you really believe.
Yeah, literally. 100%. Because I'm listening to your case and you lot are not convincing me at all, bro. It just sounds like Darwin Núñez should have got sent off and Diego Dalot should have got sent off.
They both shouldn't have been sent off.
That's what it sounds like to me.
They both shouldn't have been sent off.
Bro, you can't boot the ball away and then walk away clapping when the referee gives you a yellow card. That's like saying.
We're talking about Darwin Núñez then?
Yeah. But you lot are saying he should have got sent off.
I think in terms of technicalities, of course, Darwin Núñez should have been sent off. But if he got sent off, you're probably gonna be pissed off. Like
Darwin Núñez.
The reason is different. Darwin Núñez had 3 different incidents. He barged Johnny Evans, he kicked the ball away and then clapped. That's free.
And with Dalot is
he's done 2. He punched here twice.
And I think a difference as well is Dalot is actually remonstrating against a wrong decision.
100%.
So the referee got it wrong in first instance. I just think it's proper like an abomination for him to be sent off.
It's Libby. He got 2 yellows for the same.
I see the advocacy that you're making for the other side. I think it's poor. And obviously, anyway,
I agree with you, bro. But. Let's not pretend.
For advocate,
hang on. I'm saying, issues. Let's not act like he's made a mistake. He's made the ref. It's opinion based, but based on the rules, he's done the right thing. That's my point here.
Has he procedurally done the right thing?
Broke dissent. Two bouts of dissent is a yellow card each.
But the same incident. I don't know about that.
That's not a rule, bro. You are just making that up, bro. You saying you can't get yellow card for doing the same thing twice?
For the same thing.
How?
If I say fuck you and I get yellow card, then I say fuck you again to the ref. That's another yellow card.
Do we know that's what happened though?
No, I don't think he saw it.
I'm saying that's the example of dissent. But we saw 2 acts of dissent.
Okay, but at the same time, we're saying referees sometimes have common sense to manage the game.
I agree with that. But
ever since Klopp and Liverpool went out PGMO, I'm telling you, bruv, they've had them in their pocket.
Man.
They've had them in their pocket, bruv.
You think Liverpool, or do you think they're just rattled because they've been making bad decisions?
They have been rattled as well, but I just feel like Liverpool they just seem to. What's happening to Arteta is not happening to Klopp for some weird reason, bruv. I don't get it, bruv.
So Liverpool play West Ham next. Carabao Cup should be a good game, Joey.
When is that? So. This week?
This week.
Yeah. What do you mean when you say you don't think so? In terms of, well, you just from how Liverpool have played now going into that game. In terms of our
development, I don't think it's coming at a good time.
What do you want for that game? Because obviously you got Arsenal at Anfield. What do you want? Do you want to see players rested? Do you want to go strong for that?
Surely it's another cup rotate in it.
I think I need to see players getting minutes, like kind of what happened with Arsenal and PSV.
Okay,
I want to see key players getting minutes, but I don't want to see them playing a lot of the game. I just want to see them getting a bit of sharpness because I think we suffered by him rotating that team completely. When we went into that game, we were cold, man. Massively cold, and all these kids just hadn't experience in getting turned over, bro.
Yeah. And Man United play West Ham actually after that in the Premier League. So again, what do you think, Marley?
Who's at home?
I think Man United are at home, if I remember correctly.
West Ham playing well, to be honest. So I'm not confident, to be fair. Did I say we're not confident? I wouldn't confidently say we'll win.
Yeah.
That's where I am.
Cool. We'll just, there's a few other games that we can just quickly breeze through. Chelsea won 2-0 at the weekend. I mean, they needed that, right? Because Poch was coming in under a bit of pressure. Sheffield United, though, surely they kind of needed to win that game, being at home as well.
Yeah, new manager as well, right?
Definitely. Yeah, I don't think they needed to win it. They needed to.
What are you saying? If they lost it, Poch was safe.
Oh, I thought you talking about Chelsea or Sheffield United needed to win.
Oh no, I was saying Chelsea.
Oh
needed to win.
Yeah. Sorry, I think so. Sheffield.
No, that's right. Yeah. So in terms of, but I think standout Palmer in that game.
He's cold, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took that guy out of my fantasy team.
Yeah. He's very, very cold, man. That's another one. Pep, bruv. He's dropped the ball with that one, bruv.
But come on,
Both of them, Mahrez and you dropped the ball, B.
But Foden's playing there now.
Okay.
So I think Palmer left because he wanted game time, right? So what could Pep do? Say stay and be a backup to Foden?
I think Pep's got this approach of like, if you want to go, you can.
I heard that.
Not all the time, B. Not for your not for.
But what could he do for Palmer? So is Palmer more of a talisman than Foden?
Not more than Foden, but more than Grealish. Come on, you know I was going to go there. Come on, bro.
And then Chelsea was it Nkunku on the bench as well?
Yeah, he's back, isn't he?
So slowly, I think they don't want to rush him because obviously he's been away for a fair while. So
yeah.
Do you guys think he's going to light up the Prem?
Who knows, man? Who knows? Poch is asking for some more money to sign in January. So
is that the answer though? I'm not sure.
He'll be okay. He'll be okay. I think with Jackson as well. In preseason they look pretty good together. So and Jackson's starting to score again.
Yeah, I think he'll come good as well, man.
Cool. Moving away from that game, Newcastle 3, Fulham 0. Della, business as usual at St James's.
Yeah, it was a win. They had to win. It's been obviously they had some bad run of 2 games. No, including the Champions League, 3 games. I think I don't want to say the sending off changed the game, but it obviously helped Newcastle. Again, I think the sending off was harsh.
The Jimenez one, yeah.
Yeah, but Newcastle, when you're playing against them, you got to punish your opponents, and that's what they did. And shout out to young Lewis Miley for getting his debut. No, he scored his first goal.
Yeah, his first goal, yeah, definitely.
He's a good player, man.
Yeah, but I'm watching. I'm trying to think what position is his best position, because he's good, but he's a bit slow, as in he hasn't got pace. But obviously he's young, so he'll get strength. But I feel like as time goes on, he'll be more mature to know where he needs to position himself. But I don't know whether he's a 6 or 8. But we'll see.
Can you see if he reads the game well?
No, he reads the game well, and his decision making is very good for someone that's really young. So considering he's played against PSG, his experience so far this season, played PSG, playing week in, week out in the Prem, holding his own. And unless you mentioned his age, you wouldn't realise he's that young.
Yeah, it's true.
Champions League is important, you know.
Yeah, it's true. Because Newcastle play so I was going to say Newcastle play Chelsea next in the Carabao. That's going to be interesting, right?
When's that? Wednesday?
Tuesday night.
Okay.
Who's at home?
I need to double check that one.
Do you know who looked really good? Bruno Guimaraes.
Yeah, he was on job.
He looked cold, bruv.
On job.
Like, obviously, we know he's got that in him, but he looked really good, bruv.
Oh, Newcastle at home.
And Gordon looked better as well.
Yeah, I mean, everyone, almost everyone knows that.
I was going to say, Della.
You got anything to say, buddy?
Della, I think they're talking to you.
I was going to say, Della, I have a couple of other Newcastle fans, not in our circle, but they keep saying to me that they don't think Eddie's the right man. But I keep saying to them, surely, like, he's done enough to buy him some more time.
He's the right man right now. Lesper, I think he's going to get Newcastle to a certain place, and so another manager's going to come and probably take him to the promised land. But he's the right man right now. So yeah.
I think fans probably think that they're the fans that kind of want to expedite the process.
Yeah.
Take your time. He's doing well, bro. He's doing well.
Let him set a good foundation.
Yeah. I think he deserves like more credit. That's what I keep saying to them. Like,
100%.
He's done his thing, man.
Because even I was listening to TalkSport, and there were fans calling in saying, "No, he's got to go. He's got to go."
What are they basing this on? Villa?
I don't know.
Probably Champions League, right?
Yeah, I think that
but-
and like signing, marquee signing.
But they was in the group of death.
exactly.
Commas.
Yeah, yeah.
So
fans don't freaking.
yeah.
No,
That's
but
just the facts, bruv.
one fan did call up and he made a valid point. He goes, people are talking about Newcastle this and Newcastle underperforming. One, Newcastle are ahead of schedule.
100%.
And two, he said, of that team that played against PSG, 6 of them were in the team with Steve Bruce, battling for relegation.
All right.
So half of the team is still the same players from like 2 years ago. So for Eddie Howe to have taken those players to the Champions League, come on, man.
and he's got like still got his Newcastle kind of roots with players in there as well.
But they quickly discovered that it wasn't a place for them to be at.
No, they kind of got bumped in the Champions League.
Yeah.
They did.
That should have been a win.
That should have been a win.
Which
Yeah,
win should have been a win?
They,
the
apparently,
in the last minute.
apparently last minute,
Yeah,
which
they
you
got
shouldn't have been.
Okay,
So that means they got
But they had the
2
opportunity
wins.
in the AC Milan
No,
game
but that means
to
they got
kind of like
they
put
did.
that right. And
But
didn't
it's
that
different.
kind of show
It's
like,
game state, isn't it? No, but it's game
mean
state
game
because if that game had gone their way, that means they'd have beaten PSG twice. No one would have expected that, and I think they would have been sitting second. So they would have played that game against AC Milan, probably only needing a draw.
Yeah.
And then PSG obviously need to win. AC Milan need to win.
Yeah, they
and now you're
qualified.
playing at home. If AC Milan come for the win, Newcastle could have picked them off. So it's game state. And yes, they finished bottom, but it was only by one. When I say by one goal, if it was a draw, they finish in Europa.
I believe if he had a full team, he would have
100.
qualified through that group.
I
easily.
personally think them going out, it'll serve them better for the Prem.
It would have been good for Newcastle saying in Europe though.
Why do you say that? Because I was just going to say
think
because
so.
if they so are
I
you saying
think- I
out
feel
of
like-
Europe completely? Because you know
Yeah.
if they finished third, they would have been in Europa.
Yeah, I
and
still don't think that does much for them, if I'm honest.
For where Newcastle want to be,
100% it
the
does.
more experience they have.
Yeah,
in Europe.
Yeah. He expedites the process, man. You've got more
Yeah,
game
but the
time
thing-
to improve your players.
Yeah, but I think just looking at how the season's gone with injuries with every team,
So do you feel that for your club as well, for United? Then?
I think United need to focus on the Prem. Yeah, going into their conference. Yeah, I'll be honest, that would have been pointless for me.
I don't agree with that.
Why? What do you think?
It's not
United,
the conference. You would have gone into the Europa, bro.
Oh, whatever it is, bro. I don't want to be. in that
What do you
position.
think? What is your goal for United at this stage?
Right now,
Yeah.
we need to get top 4.
So why do you
To
not?
get back into Europe.
Yeah. So why do you not think the European football now would aid you? Because you're not trying to win the league.
Yeah, but we wasn't. I don't think we would have done anything in Europe. Do you know
But
what
if
I
you was
mean?
in Europe, you also have more chances to get back into Champions League. So if you don't finish third, and if you win it, you get back into Champions League.
But from what I saw enough in the Champions League. If I'm honest, I didn't see enough. Like it was just like too many mistakes, and yeah, I just thought it was pathetic. I just think we need to focus on one thing, and that's
Yeah, thanks for the prompt payment of that bet, man. By the way,
That's cool.
Just thought I'd let the
How long you running his P's?
Yeah.
What was the bet again?
prompts as well.
It was just whoever goes furthest in the competition.
Bro, it was honestly. I even almost forgot that we made it. I think there was like 15 minutes left to play. I just heard. You never really heard that.
That was going to be my question.
You never really heard that ka-ching. I was like, whoa. If he goes, yo, what account detail? I said, bro,
You
for what?
got no pride in yourself, Jake. You didn't even delay it about 24 hours.
That's how fed up I was.
Yeah. Well, normally I would have had to ask and I would have had to do smart. I was like, wow, like, this guy is
You
real.
don't have to beg me for your money.
Nah, his admin was brilliant. But in fact, I used that to leverage another United fan that owed me some readies. Yeah. I was like, yo, bro, you know what? I would have forgot about.
Yeah, but
my good
remember
old
I
buddy-
told you I was ready to give you that 2 games ago.
Yeah, you did. To be fair,
So you know when I was holding it, I was like, I'm holding on for dear life right now. So
to be fair, like that. Yeah, I don't know why you took that bet. I think I was probably even trolling when I offered it. To be
Now
fair.
remember, they said if they got Amrabat and Hoyland,
There had to have been something.
They're
What
in
made
the league.
Obviously, guys, that was tongue in cheek. Come on.
yeah. Yeah, I know. Oh, man. I just think, we were too pathetic. I just don't want to see us in Europe when I don't think we can hit them heights.
No, I think we Man United, games are important, especially when you've got so many new players to bed in. Now we've only got one league game.
But you say games, but bro, we keep losing our players to injuries, and apparently 10.
We're
keeps,
actually not losing our players to injuries. We're
No,
actually
but 10's
them outside the games, bruv.
I know, but 10. They keep saying that 10's working them hard in training as well, and then they'll be playing all those games. So let's see.
Hopefully we do see improvements. Hopefully, I mean, 10's got a lot more time to be on the training ground with them. So if we still look dead, then obviously we know he ain't got the juice, bruv.
Yeah,
confirmed.
What do you make of some of the United fans that that's out there with platforms that are saying that he should keep Amrabat and Maino as the 2 rather than McTominay and Bruno?
I would understand why they say that. Specifically to the point where like Bruno he doesn't have the discipline to be in midfield. He does like leave a lot of holes in that midfield when with his ego pressing as Della puts it. So I can understand their rationale behind it. I don't agree with it because I think Amrabat isn't ready yet. But yeah, I can see a midfield without
What
Bruno.
about when Casemiro comes back?
Will be Casemiro, isn't it?
You say Casemiro and Meno.
Casemiro and Meno. That would actually be my ideal midfield, if I'm honest.
Yeah, Casemiro and Meno and Bruno in front.
And Bruno in front, yeah.
So when Bruno plays in front, do you think you're okay with him doing that?
If he's got Casemiro and Meno behind him, because they're more disciplined in terms of like positional sense. So Bruno has. We can't have more than two like free role players in a team like doing what they want. And at the minute, as why people say Rashford and Bruno can't play together, they do their own thing most of the time.
Yeah.
And then, and then when Mason Mount was in there as well,
They're doing his own thing, bruv.
Speaking of own thing doers.
Anarchy, bruv.
Yeah.
Anarchy.
Yeah, that free role, I think, is only going to be... It should only be given to, like, I don't know.
It should be given to Bruno. It should be given to Bruno, 100%.
Special players, because I think, without that
Bruno
discipline...
is special, man.
Yeah, he is. He definitely got talent to do special things on the pitch for sure.
And last game, Brentford 1, Aston Villa 2.
Hold tight, man.
Yeah, there were 2 red cards in that game.
No, Brentford's red card was what set Aston Villa free, man. It set Aston Villa free because it looked like they were cruising towards a loss. And then boom, that red card, I thought it was reckless. I know that we spoke about it in the group. Obviously, we can have a brief one here. But I thought it was reckless, and I thought, you know what, have your red card. It was unnecessary.
So you see those things. Obviously, VAR was brought into one. They said not to re-ref the game, and it has to be clear and obvious.
Yeah.
And unless it's objective, let's say it's offside or the ball's over the line or whatever, most things are subjective because it's VAR, it's another referee in the room. So how clear and obvious does it have to be? If I'm like 2-3 meters away from a decision as a referee, I've made a decision. I said it's a yellow card.
Yeah,
it's not a clear and obvious mistake. I've seen it right in front of me. So why did it have to go to VAR? Those are the things I don't understand. Personally, I still think it was a yellow card.
Yeah,
but yeah,
but I think I can understand why it was a red card. But I do make you right with that point. If VAR wasn't brought in to re-referee the game, then it should stay a yellow.
Yeah.
Do you think it? Now that we've seen VAR, that's what it's there for?
I think so. I think that's just where the game's going.
I think maybe they thought that, but now. Because I think something like that, if you do think it's reckless endangerment, then it should be a red card. I didn't necessarily see the challenge like that. But from what I did see in the clip, I thought he was a bit high off the ground and it was a lunge. And I think the reason why they've made those tackles illegal is because, again, it doesn't fit in line with the image of the Premier League. And we know what happens with those tackles historically.
But how are you meant to tackle? If the ball's like just slightly off the ground or whatever, how do you go in for that ball?
So with your laces, they want you to go in with your laces. Because if you stretch for it, then you're going to be showing your studs.
You do show your studs. Let's say my intention is just to flick the ball, so I'm going to go with my studs showing.
Your intention is to flick the ball.
Let's say, look like this. See how my feet is here. So if the ball's there, if I'm trying to flick it just like that, so my studs have to be up a bit like that.
Yeah.
So if I just miss it like that,
catch the player a bit,
and I catch the player, that's similar to like
yeah, but the problem is that you're stretching from it from a distance that if you didn't stretch for it like that, you might not have gotten to the ball first. So that means you're getting an unfair advantage by
stretching. But that's
so you have to stretch safely, innit?
Would the argument not be when you're stretching, you've got less control? So maybe that's why it should be deemed reckless. Maybe
that's what I'm saying. So basically, when you lunge, you're stretching, and then if you're stretching, you can't control or like change direction, or do you know what I mean? It's dangerous, basically.
Yeah. Then obviously Watkins got his goal and he celebrated.
In the net.
But apparently that was because
one fan behind the goal that was giving it aggro the whole game.
And he said he would do it 1,000 times over.
I'm here for that. There's nothing wrong with that, man.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? If either of us don't win, Liverpool and Arsenal, Villa are top. If they beat who's it? Sheffield they played. Villa top by Christmas. Man,
that's crazy, isn't it?
Brilliant.
And guess what, bro? Guess what? That record break thing won't happen for them. It's only Liverpool and Arsenal that can be top of the league and not win the league.
He said that means Aston Villa's winning the Premier.
Can you imagine? Wow.
Yeah, you're right. Sheffield United.
Yeah, Sheffield.
Boy, we are. That's special, boy. Separately, we've managed to get through a whole pod without talking about Anthony. Fantastic, bro.
Yeah.
No, but you know what? He was breaking up play
I
decent.
like that.
Hey, listen.
I strapped on his commentary on him. His commentary on him, bro.
I said what I said. We don't want to have to talk about that.
Yeah, let's not talk about it. The less said, the better. And then finally, just quickly, Tottenham won again. Obviously, it was Nottingham Forest, but I still did a job.
Yeah, Kulusevski was on job, man. Yeah, man, he was on job. I did watch the game. I watched the game because of fantasy football league. Really,
Yeah.
I had Son as my captain, so I hope that he would do something. But,
Yeah, I made that same mistake.
yeah,
But Salah didn't do much either. So.
yeah, exactly. So it balanced out.
Sorry, quick question, Strives. How did that result make you feel? Liverpool United result.
I was happy, you know.
But
You wanted a United window, innit?
No, I actually didn't mind the draw because I don't like both teams. Both of you dropping points is good for me.
Yeah.
To be fair, but if I had to choose a winner, I would have gone for United.
You were egging us.
Did that give you like extra confidence or
At Anfield.
that's it, or at Anfield?
No, because we've spoken about this before, kind of thing. It didn't really move me because I think Liverpool at Anfield are a crazy animal anyway, and I think it's going to be a completely different game because I don't think Arsenal's going to camp in our half the same way United did. I'm not saying it's that's not to slight you.
I agree.
I just don't think we're going to camp like that. So I feel like there's going to be a bit more. We're going to be a bit more vulnerable to you, and you've got a very potent attack. So I think we're going to be a bit more vulnerable. But I do also believe that we're going to cause you some issues. So it's going to be a bit of a chess match. But I'm just kind of interested to see how it plays out. To be honest, I make you guys the favourites. I'm not just saying that as well.
Yeah.
But I'm just hoping that we could. If we can come away with a draw, I'll take it.
Yeah. I was going to say, even from that Nottingham Forest game, you mentioned Anthony. I would have taken Elanga back, man. I'd still take him back.
You guys only say that because they're no longer at your club anymore. When they come back to your club, you just hate them. This is how
I don't think I ever hated Elanga.
hate, but you want them at your club again.
Yeah,
Anthony's dead as sorry. I'm not gonna buy it. But in his defense, he's dead, but he's actually not playing as bad as people.
He's actually playing okay.
To your point, he's doing some of the right stuff.
Elanga or Anthony?
Anthony.
Yeah.
He's just
It's just offensively,
in
like
the final third, he's just rotten, bruv. Like,
definitely.
But he's not.
Or he tries to do those little flicks that just piss me off, mate.
He's not
Just do a normal pass.
No, the bit that made me laugh, I can't remember who it was, but he's recovered. He done one recovery challenge, and then he's tried to knock the ball past.
And he ran the ball out or something. It was mad, bro.
I was thinking, no, this guy is too shit.
Nah, he
we need to bleep that out, man. We need to stop swearing on the podcast, man.
Nah, he's too poor.
No, not having shit players on your team must feel decent, bro. Because right now, I'm not gonna lie, I feel Nunez he's that guy for us, bro, man. But obviously, you lot got a couple to be.
Yeah, we got a good few.
I'll have one Darwin Nunez, bruv. So you can take the rest of the
One of my pals, that's a Liverpool fan. He hates Nunez, bro. He absolutely despises him. You know the one that went originals with us?
Oh yes, yeah.
London Athletic, bruv. He absolutely hates Nunez, bruv.
I can imagine, man.
He thinks he needs to be at West Ham and them kind of clubs.
Before we wrap it, anyway, that's all the games. Let's quickly go through the back pages. So be a player, manager, team that we are bringing to the forefront that have starred or done well this weekend. Let's start with Della.
I mentioned him earlier, Lewis Miley. So he's coming to the team, taking his chances and grabbed his first senior goal. So Lewis Miley.
Cool. Strives?
I was just trying to get his name because I couldn't remember his name, but the manager from Bologna, how do you pronounce it?
Bologna.
Yeah, like obviously he beat his former gaffer Mourinho. And what's it now? They're doing well in that league, isn't it?
The Spanish. He's Spanish, right? Or Italian.
Hold on, let me get his name.
I know he's played for Barcelona. I think that's the same player.
Yeah, who's this guy?
Thiago Motta.
Yeah,
that's it. Yes. Wow, man. Yeah, man. They're in the European position at the moment, so they're doing pretty well in Serie A as well. Yeah, honourable mention. Actually, let me not even do honourable mention just in case I take away someone else's watches. But yeah, like I thought that was dope. Like when I heard that, I was like, oh, wow, that's interesting. Still.
Yeah. All right, moving on to Joey.
I don't have one this week. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah,
No one
I
really stood out.
No.
Is it because of the Liverpool game you lost interest?
No, not at all. I just didn't. Even before that, the football weekend weren't that good. I'll probably say like hashtag because they're doing all right in the Isthmian Prem. They're doing really well, man. So yeah, hashtag United.
Marley Ma?
I'll go with Emery. I think he deserves one. A vote from myself. This season he's been playing obviously. Well, his team's been playing well. So yeah, gotta give it to Emery.
I think I just went with Kudos this weekend.
Yeah, he was good. And Paqueta was dope as well.
Paqueta was
like,
good as well.
Got 3 assists this weekend, yeah?
Yeah, I went with Kudos. West Ham doing well. Cool.
West Ham trying to call him their star boy on their social media.
Makes sense though.
No, it doesn't, man. They need to get their own tagline. Scumbags.
Cool, guys. That's the episode done for this week. We'll be back same time, same place.